Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Patriots coming in at 5-1, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 5-1. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Dobbs. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 30. Seven. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits 0-0. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back on pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll look to throw, and that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Green 39. Green 39 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Dobbs. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a first down carry by Bell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He finds Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On play action, it's Dobbs. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A very solid gain of 27. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chapman. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. And
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Corey Coleman now gears up to help lead this offense again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Fielded about a yard deep. Spins past it. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 40 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they got those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the... blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. And some room to roam now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A give to Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The give is to Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here we go.
Dobbs. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Bell. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. Going to give this time to the tailback. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play clock winding down. On third down, it's Jennings. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and 11. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The play clock's running down. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's got some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Dobbs. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Patriots. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now back to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Let's go. 3-19.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and goal. The story